My dudes, today I want to talk about a word. Words are important. They're not just words, right? The language we use shapes our reality, words help us find meaning, and words can change our minds. Recently, a word came up in a book I'm reading called The Macho Paradox by Jackson Katz, and that word is accuser. It's a word that's frequently used when reports of sexual abuse and rape rise up around a famous person. The word accuser means someone who charges someone else with a fault, offense, or crime. Another synonym of accuse is blame. Neither of these words, blame, accuser, they don't have positive connotations, especially blame, because honestly, in modern society, the idea of blame many times goes against the American ideals of personal responsibility and doing it right the first time that, a lot of people hold in high regard. Accuser is not really a positive thing to call someone. In a Me Too scenario, let's just take a second to look at what these accusers are doing. It is not inaccurate to use the term, as they are in fact charging someone verbally with a crime. But in the instance of sexual assault and rape, they are also victims merely telling their truth. Accuser, in a very slick way, actually makes the victimizer the victim. This is the point where a lot of you dudes might call bullshit on what I'm saying, but kind of just try this out for a second. To use a recent example of the Armie Hammer rape allegations, just real quick say to yourself, this is Effie, Armie Hammer's rape accuser. Sit for a second. Now say, this is Effie, Armie Hammer's alleged rape victim. They definitely feel different. One implies that Effie is doing something bad to Hammer, accusing. The other implies that she has had something bad done to her. Because that really is the heart of the matter here. Hammer allegedly violated a woman's body without her consent. And her telling the truth of that scenario is not her doing something to Hammer, it's just bringing information to light. Now, this is usually where that idea comes up, that sometimes women falsely accuse men of rape, okay? A lot of men I know like to throw out that idea before ever contemplating the validity of the victim's story, usually with such a velocity that you would think that someone was accusing them of rape. As per recent BBC reporting, an FBI report from the 90s, and a 2010 study from professors at Northeastern University, only 2 to 10% of rape accusations in the US are proven to be fake. So yes, it happens, but not enough for you to bring it up every time this issue comes up. To really put you dudes inside this scenario, let's look at it in a different way. Picture you're at a concert. You're having a hell of a time, you're drinking, finally able to be out with people and see Jason Derulo in person after a year of sitting inside learning TikTok choreography from Michael Lee. When somebody steals your phone right out of your hand, you see who it is, okay? And they don't give it back. And when you tell security, they have to bring you and the thief and any possible witnesses out of the concert to straighten this all out. And they keep using the word accusing, accuser. They say you're accusing this guy of stealing your phone. Yeah, I guess I am accusing him, but he also definitely did it. Unfortunately, there's no proof. No one saw it. The guy doesn't have the phone on him anymore. And now everyone, including the thief, keeps saying that you're accusing him. That's the word they're using. Then you have to go back to the concert without your phone, and everyone's bummed out you made a missed part of the concert. How do you feel? That's pretty much how a lot of rape accusations go. The only thing you can do to stop that from happening again is not bring your phone to concerts or stop going to concerts altogether. But that doesn't seem fair. And if it keeps happening, it almost feels like it's not worth it to even bring it up to security if they're not going to do anything about it. Now, Jackson Katz, the author of that book, Macho Paradox, found that the word accuser has only become popularized fairly recently, with its usage accelerating during the Kobe Bryant rape case of 2003. Despite all of our personal feelings about Kobe and his legacy, this was a very big story and a tragic one for the alleged victim involved. Katz points out that referring to the 19-year-old Caitlin Faber in the media as Kobe's accuser subtly but powerfully undermined the credibility of the alleged victim, furthering the mistaken impression to people that it was a he said, she said case. Imagine if every time people said Bryant's name, they referred to him as the accused or accused rapist Kobe Bryant. But that didn't happen. He was famous, he was beloved, he was a guy. And guys in media do not like to talk about other guys in such direct terms if they don't have to. The word accuser covertly yet profoundly turned people's attention from Kobe's actions to the young woman's. She eventually received so many death threats that she refused to testify in court, and Kobe did pay her a settlement in a civil lawsuit after issuing a public apology where he still did not totally admit that it was a rape. This is why, again, words matter. Softening the language around rape is what keeps it in the shadows and keeps the lives of victims unhealed. So, what should we say instead of accuser? Well, the words that I've been using this whole video: alleged victim. It may feel weird or harsh to some of you guys, but it's more accurate. And don't tell me that it's hard to make the swap. Alleged victim only has 2 more syllables and will make women feel more seen, believed, and safe when they hear it. But okay, what about innocent until proven guilty? I think that's absolutely true in a court of law. But I ask you guys truly, how would you prove you were raped? How would you do it? Talk to any victim of abuse. It's always easier said than done. Women use the only form of justice they really have: their words, their truth. So, from one dude to another, let's try to use our words better when we can.